All right, let's get over to Mike Eppel now with a look at today's top business news. Good morning to you, Mike.
Hey, morning, Melanie. We're coming off what was another record-breaking day for Wall Street, a day, that had some absolutely horrific headlines. Markets sort of went its own way and climbed. Dow Jones up 152 points in Monday's trade to start the month of October to an all-time record high. All of the benchmarks on Wall Street, in fact, hit fresh highs yesterday. The manufacturing numbers, factory sector of the U.S. economy is moving along quite well right now. We've got economic optimism out there, so that's lifting stocks higher, plus this whole idea about tax reform. We'll see if that actually happens for the U.S. government. The Toronto stock market got a lift as well. It's at its highest level since April for the TSX and just about 200 points away from an all-time record high. So even the TSX is starting to see a little bit of a resurgence here in the, now the fourth quarter of 2017. Now, the market did have a reaction to the events in Las Vegas. We saw casino stocks sell off sharply yesterday. MGM Grand, for example, was down more than 5.5% in the daily activity. It is seeing a little bit of a rebound in pre-market trade this morning. And gun stocks, invariably, they go up whenever you have a mass shooting in the United States on the thinking that at some point there's going to be some sort of legislation to crack down, create some gun control. It has yet to happen, of course, but gun stocks were up on average by 3.5%. News and notes of this morning here in the Canadian retail space. Some bickering behind the scenes on the restructuring efforts at Sears Canada. Globe and Mail has the story this morning about Brandon Stransel, the former chairman at Sears Canada. He'd like to buy out the retailer, but he's saying that the restructuring process, they're actually selling off some of the best assets that he would like to buy. So it's a question whether or not they're trying to sell bits and pieces of the company and raise as much assets value for the creditors, or does Sears remain intact when this restructuring process is completed? They announced another 11 store closures just this past weekend and chopping another 1,200 jobs. If you are one of the 400,000 people who currently has an order for a Tesla Model 3, you're going to have to wait. The first production numbers for Tesla coming off the assembly line in California. They wanted to make about 1,500 of those Model 3s in the first 3 months. Didn't come close. 260. Now, the CEO, Elon Musk, said, look, this is a very slow process to ramp up production. They want to get things speeded up, obviously, but he was not wrong. Elon Musk getting the benefit of the doubt, though, from the analyst, saying he has lofty or ambitious goals for all of his projects, and eventually the Model 3 will be a big seller, but you're just going to have to be patient with any of these new technological advances. We'll send it over to Kevin in the studio.